What is up, everybody? It is Alex the Boogeyman here, Title Boxing Club Rochester, Focus Point of the Week. And you might ask yourself, why am I wearing a belt? Also, why is this a terrible belt? I need a new belt. But the reason I'm wearing it in this video is because this week we're gonna talk about over-exaggerating your punches for power. And when I say over-exaggerating, I don't mean in the arms doing crazy wild swings. I mean in the hips and legs. So every time you throw a punch, I want you to imagine you're wearing a belt. Not this belt, maybe a cool belt with a giant Texas belt buckle on it. Every time you throw it, doesn't matter what the punch is. Jabs, crosses, hooks, body shots, uppercuts, liver shots, overhands. Imagine your belt buckle is turning with each punch. I don't want to see anybody with just static belt buckles this week. I want to exaggerate the motions of legs and hips. I'll give you for instance, the uppercut, the rear uppercut. When we throw our uppercuts, the exaggerated, crazy exaggerated version is dip down, bring my right elbow to my right hip, and then drive up and throw that powerful uppercut. Now you might say, nobody's gonna throw an uppercut like this. You can't throw an uppercut like that. Yes, people will say that in that tone of voice. And actually they're right. It would take a really long time to dip all the way down and throw that uppercut. But that teaches you how to use your legs to throw the uppercut. I would say the number one problem, I've seen thousands of people learn how to box. By far, the number one thing they have trouble with is using their body, using their legs to throw punches. It's the hardest thing that you first learn in boxing. So by exaggerating the motion, we're going to get more power. We're going to learn how to unlock all those other muscles and use them. Now, oftentimes you see it on videos of boxing places. People are throwing uppercuts like this, sometimes even like this. This does nothing for you. Nada. Maybe it's a warm-up, warming up the shoulders. Maybe it's an active recovery, but you doing this is not going to help you get any better. Your uppercuts aren't going to get better. Your workout's not going to get better. Dipping down, driving up, using the legs, exploding, even if it's exaggerated, is going to help you so that even when you have to go fast and throw an uppercut, you can't do that big wind-up, you're still able to get a little more power just from that little tiny lift when you cut those corners. Is because you know how to use your body. So even if you use it just a little bit, it's gonna be better than if you try to be subtle from the get-go. Now, this is not just true for uppercuts. We're gonna do this with everything. We're gonna do this on our hooks, right? When I throw the hook, the lead hook, I wanna pull, shift my weight all the way over. I wanna slip to load it, put my weight on that front foot, turn the heel, turn the hips, pull back on it. I want my belt buckle going the direction of the hook. Overhands, another example. I say this all the time, right? Dropping down, using your weight, using your legs. No kind of subtle overhands with your arms. I want you, boom, dropping all the way down into that crouch position. That's what we're gonna do this week. We're gonna exaggerate all those punches, getting extra power. Because that, my friends, is how you do it.